Okay, so in the last video we were done till the plaster. So today we are going the chloroplast. As we know, the three types, not three types, but the plasters are classified into three parts or three sub types according to the pigment they have. So chloroplast. Let's discuss. This is semi-autonomous. Autonomous. So now, what does this mean? Semi-autonomous means which have its own DNA, RNA, proteins, ribosomes. Okay, as like this question is asked like many times that like if it's which have their its own nucleus, DNA, RNA, protein, or ribosomes is all. So we just always get example or not example, but the option which would be mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus, and all of them. So of course the answer would be all of them, just because I also made video on the mitochondria. You may check there. I have use the same term there to make you understand that semi-autonomous means semi means half, and autonomous means like half they're dependent, otherwise they have its own nucleus, they have own RNA, DNA, heredity material, they have ribosomes, protein synthesis, and all. Okay, so chloroplast is also that organelle, sorry, not organ. Okay, then and the chloroplasts are double membrane. You know what, not every like organelles are double membrane except nucleus or mitochondria, chloroplast. So this is also double membrane. And the very important, very important, that this is the site of photosynthesis. Like, you know what photosynthesis, sorry, photosynthesis process happen in the presence of light or in the presence of green pigment, and chloroplast is perfect for that, just because chloroplast have a pigment that is green, like that provide green, or we can say chloroplast will give green color to plants so that it could, that's why they are known as site of photosynthesis. Okay, so this chloroplast is present, chloroplast is present in plants just because they do make their own food. For that they need to have proper light or the proper pigment, which is chlorophyll, which they already have. So these are present plants or some protist and some protista as well, that algae or many types of them. And let me just tell you one thing, like it is present in plants or some protista, they can also perform photosynthesis process. That's why it's known as site of photosynthesis. So now chloroplast is present in green parts of plant. Now green parts of plant. So now what, now the question is like which part is the green of the plant? I'm sure everyone knows that is of course understanding, such as, or the examples are surely that, such as leaves that are green color, or the unripe fruit. How is that unripe fruit? Just because if you have a look, if I just take an example of any fruit, that could be apple, banana, or let me take an example of apple. So we have observed that apple get its own color, red color, after they lose the chloroplast, the chlorophyll. Okay, so this means if we just talk about the apple, it's got its own, it's like the red color get its own so when it loses its chloroplast or chlorophyll pigment, which is green pigment, then it gets its own chromoplast. We'll discuss chromoplast, leucoplast as well. So unripe fruit, this means they have a green color before. When they lose it, then they get their own color. If we just talk about example was apple, but we can also take an example of banana. Just because banana is green before, why is it green? Just because of pigment, which is chlorophyll, and when it just lose, or when it just, it's not more in their body, in their fruit, so they get their own chromoplast is a colorful. So in the petals or in the fruit, we just get a multicolor, or the color like red, yellow, green, orange, these all that are just because they have the chromoplast. And yes, so let me just tell you one more thing, that this word, which is chloroplast, this is the combination of two words, chloro, and the second one is plast. So the chloro means green, as we are discussing. So this is chloro green.